welcome back to Chains of Asmodeus, session number 15. Hang on, I just realized a window. Sue's here! Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome. First I think we should introduce these lovely people. Hi! I'm the person that all of my friends are getting sick because it's winter over here, and I feel like I'm waiting at the gallows. They're falling all around me, and I have the immune system of my father, which means I never get sick. And I'm surrounded like, no. But I haven't gotten sick yet. Maddie! Sue!
Oh my god. Hi, I'm Sue, and I'm the person currently at strep, and I am dying.
And we're praying for you. Haley!
Hi, I'm the one who's also been sick, and the only thing that's getting me through it is K-pop Demon Hunter's song Soda Pop. I can't stop singing it. Haley.
Real.
Soda Pop.
Hannah!
Watch it.
I need to, I'm gonna watch it after this.
Hello. I'm the one who moved this week, so that's why there's so much shit around me. Hannah.
But that bed cover's so pretty.
Thank you. Just
Listen.
ignore all of the clothes in the boxes.
Is okay. I am blind and I cannot see. Diana!
Hi, it's me. It's the 10th dentist that refuses to recommend your toothpaste. Fuck you, Colgate, pay me. Then we'll talk. Diana Faye.
Real. Apollo!
Hello. I'm the person who a lot of you motherfuckers want to cosplay as sexy Hooverman. Apollo.
I'm motherfuckers. I am motherfuckers.
One of my closest friends said, I want to vote. I voted yes, but I don't want you to do it because I'll fall in love with you. And I was like, that's a risk you're just going to have to take.
Real. Alright.
That friend, Maddie.
Yeah, it's me.
From a few sessions ago.
Oh, it was both of us.
It's both of you.
Listen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. So make sure that you follow all of these lovely people. Here are their links. Apart from that, guys, content warnings, so important. Make sure that you check them out, because they're really important. And some of them have episode-specific things. For example, a dog-like creature may be dying in the last 2 episodes. But don't worry about that.
Spontaneously.
Spontaneously, nothing happened.
Painlessly.
Also, we have a Discord, and that's where we do we get questions for our Q&As where people send memes. I sent so many memes last session because last session was crazy. Also, Patreon. Patreon is where we have uploaded our beginner one-shots. So if you would like to see some of the lore that occurred last session and to see where it all makes sense, there's a lot of foreshadowing. You can see that. It's really fun. Also, there's the beginner one-shots.
Foreshadowing or lying? Sorry. Sorry, hey. Anyway.
Must have been the wind.
Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You can also see the beginner one-shots from Dungeons and Demigods, and Faye uploaded all of her really chaotic notes from the entirety of Dungeons and Demigods. They're all up there. And last but certainly not least, a few of these people, including myself, it's Crit Awards, are nominated for Crit Awards. And voting is still open. I forget when voting ends. I think it's soon.
The end of the month.
End of the month. So we're getting there. We're closer to the end of the month than we are further away from the end of the month. So make sure that you vote. I've included there the particular nominations that we have. But make sure you check out the read-only list. Discover some new people that you haven't heard of before in the industry. If not anything else, this award show is fantastic for learning about new projects and new people to follow and support. shout out to Ivy and the Crit Awards crew for organizing all of this. Oh my god, they have to deal with so many nominations. They're incredible people. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Alright, with all that said and done, I think it's time for the recap. Haley, take it away.
We start off. Dog is dead. This is upsetting.
What did dog do?
What that dog doing?
Oh,
Nothing
Not
anymore.
much. She dead.
Soon.
And Raimi's killed Asmodeus. Why, you may ask? Because she hasn't killed in a while. That's strange. She's not like a vampire or anything. No. She's a part of the cult of Baal. Now, this is a big problem for many of us. Especially me. Because Baal killed my wife. And I asked Raimi about this. That's kind of fucked up, Raimi, that you're a part of this cult that killed my wife. And Raimi says, oh, well, actually, I did that. What? Raimi killed my fucking wife. And, in addition, Sue's looking really stressed. Raimi killed your fucking brother, Sue.
That's why he
Raimi
attacked
killed
her.
Ymir's brother.
So,
That's why he attacked
if
her.
you remember, when he came to, he got really angry and tried to choke Raimi out. That's because she killed him.
It's because she killed him.
You know,
And now you're in a
people
car.
want to be
doing
Ymir
all
will chat.
this.
Ymir will chat.
To do this to them
You don't know
on the
that.
way back from
I know.
urgent care is nasty.
What the fuck? Can anybody be trusted in this goddamn fucking game?
No.
No, welcome to Dungeon Dragon.
Fucking dead, and now this one has been out
Why
here
am I
killing
catching
our
straight?
wives and our brothers. Gotta lock them
Yeah.
windows. Getting everyone out here.
Yeah, so you'll understand
What the
why
hell, baby?
you'll understand why Ymir doesn't know
right.
about this yet, because we're like since Solstice found out about that, it's now been like 12 hours. So I think Ymir just Ymir doesn't know. Ymir saw the dog and went, "This is too stressful," and went back to her room. So no, it's a very much everyone else is like staring at walls, and Mia's like, "Wow, this is
Just-
great. Nothing's happened
Just
recently."
retconned it to be like, Raimi, you have to tell them. You have to do it at some point.
Yeah.
This was the intro
So-
scene, by the way.
Yep.
So
This is
Raimi
the
is a
intro.
dog wolf?
Raimi is not actually called Raimi. Her real name is Libera Ultrix, and she's a Baalspawn.
Stop eating your potato chips like nothing's wrong.
You put that goddamn potato chip down.
Eat potato chips like you didn't kill
I
my
need
wife.
You have
Sin
some-
snack.
I
I
need
gave you
You got some
bar
shame in
situation.
those
I
eyes.
need a
Fucking
sound
time.
clip. I need a sound clip of Haley saying stop eating your
I
potato
gave you
chips
bar
like nothing's wrong.
inspiration.
I need that on the soundboard. I want a button.
It's also in the first. This is the first 5 minutes of the session.
Yeah,
First
true.
5
And
minutes.
I was like trying to
isn't
rush through
even-
it all because I didn't want my Yana just like sitting off waiting and like. totally
Yeah,
dumb
it's
being like,
okay.
I don't know these people.
Everyone's just holding on to it for a bit. Haley continued.
Anyway, that's a lot of my notes though because I was pretty pissed off. So we end up going into where the fuck are we? Which layer are we in?
Philagathos.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're there, and and we learn that we need to probably talk to Kortachai, and go into the elemental preserve. This is probably where we'll find the item or items, plural, technically, that we're looking for. We end up at like a castle type situation. We are invited by a beautiful, beautiful woman into her castle, Fierna. She's crazy hot. That's like most of the session, to be honest.
Mhm.
What you missed is Mayana being crazy hot and really aggressive towards Shiloh. Specifically, probably confirmed to be because of Shiloh's patron, who is another archdevil. So there's just a lot of hot tension, if I'm being honest. I could go through it all, but that's most of it, if I'm being real. She does say, however, she can go hunt with Kortachai, and we're like, damn, we kind of need to do that. So she invites us to come with her on a skyship to go hunt some stuff. So we meet Cordichai. At some point, Fierna informs us that Belial?
Yeah,
Did I say it right?
Bilal. It's. I
Bilal
don't even
Belial.
know if I'm saying it right, but I think if we stay consistent
usually
and
say
really
Belial.
confident. Yeah, I
Belial,
don't know
Belial.
either. It's one of them.
His name starts with a B,
Almost said
and
almost
he's
something
got
almost.
The
one
big
of the
B.
items that were the big B.
The big
has one
Queen
of
Bee,
the items.
Beyonce.
No,
Queen
Beelzebub.
Has one of the items that we need, as well as Fierna. They both have items that we need. I think we should get both of them for no reason.
No.
For no
No,
reason.
that's
what?
such
Didn't
a
we
good
almost
idea.
die trying to get the fucking horn when we weren't supposed to?
Yeah, but we have all of us here this time.
Look, the horn's important. The horn is
Yeah.
good.
Stop.
You have yet to prove that.
You should
Just
get to
wait.
I just
Shadow's
love
like, let me get to
we're,
Stygia.
we're comparing two different things. One of them was one guy of a guy, and the other one is an archdevil. And there are only 2 levels between those 2 things that you fought, and I just want to point that out politely to you. Continue.
Just saying we could kill Fierna. Anyway.
You could certainly try.
Anyway, there's just a bunch of like jealousy shit going on because it's the jealousy one. And it's just kind of hot and there's a lot of tension. Go watch. It's 10 out of 10. Man is amazing. And then we get on the skyship to go hunting, and we run across 4 baby dragons,
Baby dragon. Yep.
and we're gonna kill them for sure.
Okay, so for your context, so archdevils, there's one in charge of each layer. I thought it would be funny if Mayana played one of them. So she played one of the head honchos who directly found the party and knew exactly what you guys were up to, and the fact that you were stealing people's artifacts. You guys have no idea how the fuck she knows that, but she does. And she was like, you can't have mine, but you can have my father's, because, you know, he has to know his place, and the fact that I'm in charge now. But it's also just like, she just wants to see how this goes. She's having fun. And yeah, I like casually said to Mayana, if you want to like sow a little bit of discourse among the party, like jealousy, like make them kind of like, and she went, uh-huh, and did that so bad.
A little bit.
And I fucking loved it. Just for context,
liked
I
when she,
gave her a little bit of lore, and I said, do whatever you want, I'll make it canon later. Like, I just went, because she's a dungeon master, so I was like, and she did not hold back, and I'm so proud of her.
She caused a lot of panic in us.
She did.
Yeah.
She did fantastically.
She also just straight up just was like, "Oh yeah, who do you think would win in a fight?" And that was enough. When
That
it
was-
comes to like,
That's what I was gonna say, is that Mechnon said, I think Sol could beat Rami in a fight. Sol didn't forget that.
Anyways,
You got it, bestie.
on
There's some
another
tension in the
note,
party.
can everyone roll for initiative? Um,
No.
Sue,
Oh.
since you're in a car, would
Sick number
you
between
like us to like just vibe out with Emir, and you can just be here for a good time until you get home?
Yes. Yes. Or I can
Alright.
also roll for initiative from my other phone.
You
I can puppet on this end.
whatever works. You can just verbally react to what's happening. Narration.
That's an 11 from me.
Amazing. Okay.
Shiloh got a nat 20.
Yeah, she did.
Woo!
And Raimi, what did we
Wins.
get? Welcome, Raimi.
she is getting
Raiders.
slow internet connection while she pulls up a character sheet because I forgot that I moved it because I changed her name to Lamira for the flavor.
Yeah.
I need y'all to see this as well because I rolled on my dice and then I also rolled digitally. I rolled another nat 20 for Ymir separately.
Jesus.
And I can see it because the dice is so big.
I got a
Oh my
big
God,
dice.
yeah.
Ding-ding.
We
Big
love
dice.
big
Oh my
dice.
God.
4.
All right, what did Emir get
dice
for
defenders.
initiative? A 5?
Are you talking to me?
Or
Yeah,
It's
you
a
said
second
you-
nat 20.
Yeah, I rolled for
oh,
her,
a
and that's
second
nat
nat
20.
20 has hit the street.
Second nat
What's
20,
her?
yeah.
What's her plus?
Wow.
Her plus is 2.
Okay, so you both got 22. Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, my plus is 2. Her plus is plus 5.
Slayer.
Oh wait, I have a +3 to my initiative now. Oh, it's probably already added.
It's already
Never
added.
mind.
You're good. Okay, let me change this music to be like combat music.
Change it to like a walk in the park because this is going to be a really easy and quick encounter, right, Maddie?
I don't know. We'll see. Okay,
Don't say you just work here, Alf.
I just work here. You are all on this kind of warship style airship. You see the ballista positioned at either side that I'm definitely forgot to send you the things for, and I'm definitely gonna send them to you right now. Where the fuck are they? Okay, I found it. Alright, I'm gonna screw up what the stream looks like for 45 seconds. Okay, I did it. There you go. Hope you can read that. You can see those either side. And Chai has let out a shout as the group has spotted a nest of 4 young red dragons who have looked up and began flying towards you, prepped to attack. Now, first up, springing to her feet after being unnaturally quiet for a little while, is Ymir. Ymir, Hannah, what would you like to do?
Ymir is gonna do Steely Windstrike at 5th level.
Yes.
We're gonna do that, and we're gonna, because that means she can attack all of them at once.
I want to point out
I'm
that
just gonna-
she will end up with, she has to end up teleported within 5 feet of one of them.
Oh fuck!
They're in the sky.
Where else? How
You're in
How
the
high up
sky
are
right
we?
now.
Pythagoras theorem,
Fuck.
please.
All right, because it's 30
Um,
feet right now.
it is.
Fuck! Give me 1 sec.
You're
Let me
good.
get my measuring. 50. All right, let's do. Dun 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 dun. Because I don't need you in the fucking lava. Let's do something that's a little bit.
Does she have shatter? I can't remember if I gave a shatter or not.
Does have shatter, yes. So we can do shatter at. We'll keep it at 5th level. Con is 18 for this.
Oh, you can get all of them. Con
Okay.
18.
Great.
Let me do
Yeah.
that right now. Guys, this
then-
is the fast-paced D&D we'll sign up for. Alright. Oh, they have a high plus. Oh, I rolled like shit. Got a 14. We got a 19. And this one passes. Okay, 2 fail, 2 pass.
Great. So for the ones that didn't fail, I'm just gonna roll all the damage for it. Total damage for that is gonna be 32 total.
Or
and let me just-
16 for the people that
Yes.
succeeded. Amazing.
And then we're going to we're gonna bonus action Bardic Inspiration. Raimi, I'm gonna give you a wink.
Because she doesn't know
because-
yet.
Doesn't know yet.
Yeah, my one friend left.
Real. So you guys see
One uninformed friend.
Ymir let out this like high-pitched noise that kind of blasts out towards these dragons and lets out this like thunder wave of energy that rackets into these little baby dragons. They're not worms, they're young dragons, and they let out like these reptilian screams. Now, definitely very angry. Next up is Shiloh.
Oh, you're
I
muted.
can't hear you. I can't hear you.
All right, we're gonna do Crown of Stars, which is a new thing that I've
Fuck,
gotten.
I love this spell.
Love Crown of Stars.
I've never used this spell
It's
before, so this is totally new
fantastic.
for me. It seems like it. So,
And it's
yeah,
not
we're
even
gonna give that a
concentration.
go.
I love it.
It's not even concentration. It's just a to hit. So we're gonna hit this. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Which one? I'll just hit the closest one to me, whatever the closest little guy is, and we're just gonna roll. We're just gonna roll the hit.
Go for it.
Let's see. That's not good. That's a 16.
Unfortunately,
but we
that
are
does
gonna
not
use
hit.
my pack. Oh, can I use my pact of talisman?
Does that
don't
cost
think
a
I can.
reaction?
It's only ability checks, so I can't do that.
Ah.
I'm just gonna check and see if there's anything else that I can do.
Do you have any inspiration?
Oh, I actually do. Yes, I still have my one from Orishada, so I'll burn that. Let's do this again. Dun 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 dun. It's worse.
Buddy.
Okay, well, I guess Shiloh does fuck all.
But you still
see,
have it up.
I still cast it. I just don't hit anything.
Yeah. And you still have 6 more motes that you'll be able to bonus action.
Yeah, I like to imagine literally like a crown of like almost light thorns pull out of Shiloh's head, and one just shoots off into the middle of nowhere because she's like, I've never done this before, and just looks a little confused. And that's
the
everything I can
dragons
do.
just go. Okay. Alright, next up is one of the young dragons, particularly this one that you just aimed for. What is their fly speed? Amazing.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Don't
ride a
come up
dragon.
here.
Oh, lovely. La 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 la. Bye, oh bye. What should I do? I know.
Don't sing "Kiss the Girl"
Don't
while
laugh
you're
when you say
flying
that.
up.
I love this song. Lovely.
It's absolutely. It is nasty that you
No!
arranged us so close together on a ship.
Yeah.
And then
It is
that,
nasty
okay,
that you arranged
two
us so
of
close
you,
together on it.
That's fair. But 2 of you had turns and didn't move, and that's on you. Okay, I just realized that's only 5 of you. This is. I didn't put
How's that
Fiona
my
on the board. Roll higher initiative.
My ass would be at a
You
ballista.
can take it.
My
you can
ass
take
would have been at a ballista. I'm getting heated. I'm okay.
Also, I want to point out you were on this map for a while, and you could have brought this up earlier, but you didn't. But you didn't. Sorry, I'm being a bitch, but I don't give a fuck.
We gonna fight. Don't ever find yourself at my table. We gonna fight.
And Fiona has her thing. Okay, it has the annoying bar that I was meant to get rid of. I think she was with you guys. She was like here. It doesn't really matter. I think she'll be okay. Alright, can I get everyone to make a dexterity saving throw?
All right, everyone's gonna get a +3. What? 1 second. Everyone gets a +3 to this. Come on.
Diana.
I rolled a 1.
Diana.
-1.
Diana.
+3, I guess.
Diana.
But you know what I have? Oh shit.
Well, there is a communal use inspiration.
We just said it spoke.
If you want to not
Can
have
I
a,
use it?
a
I do
0.
also. Oh. Okay.
Is it
okay.
better than a 0?
Oh god.
I also just got Shield Master, and I think I can do that. Okay, yeah,
Ooh.
I'm gonna roll again.
Oh god, after this.
I got a 4.
Guys.
You know what?
Ymir got a 24 though, so that's fine.
Do you want to take it? I think you're squishier than I am. Take
Oh, I'm so much squishier than everyone.
Take the thing. Do the thing.
Is
We
this
do
just
have
regular
resistance to
inspo, or is it
fire.
Bardic?
Regular.
Regular.
Everyone
Let's
do
go
remember
roll
that
the increase
Fiona
of
gave us
something.
all resistance to fire, so half any fire
Thanks,
damage
beautiful.
that we take.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Shallow on the next one got an 18, so that's fine.
Alright.
I also got
The
an 18.
DC was 17. Those who
Jesus.
failed take 49 points of fire damaged, halved to
oh.
24 is the highest amount you can get because all of you are resistant to fire
Yeah.
damage. So 24 and then halve that again if you succeed at the saving throw. Haley,
12.
you have evasion. Did you succeed the saving throw?
Oh my god, thank you, I love you. Yes, I did.
You take no damage.
Oh, being a monk is cool.
Alright. Being a monk is pretty chill. It's pretty lit. Alright. Then this dragon is gonna come back over here because he has lots of movement. And then this dragon is also gonna come up. Wait, fuck. Wee. And you know
Just
what?
taking turns flambeing us.
There's this old saying called, if sometimes it works, aka can I get everyone to roll a
Watching it cone out
dexterity
makes me
saving
laugh.
throw? Is it hot in here?
No, it's just you.
Oh my god, stop.
17 exactly.
Period.
31!
Hey
Damn.
Another
yo.
failure.
Alright, you guys know what's going on. The total, it was more. Okay, so it's 65 points of damage, halved to 32 is the highest amount of damage you can get. If you succeeded the saving throw, that's gonna be 16 points of damage. Can we have a shout out to Mayana for arguing that you guys should have fire resistance? Just a quick
Man,
shout out
wherever
to
you
the
are, I hope you
queen
have the best
herself.
day.
Me just going up, be like, we're gonna go into fire, please help. She's just being like, yeah, there you go.
There you go, baby. Alright.
Have a little gift.
Let me... No.
Kind of.
We'll see. For now, Fiona's watching, but maybe she could be convinced to do otherwise. Solstice, it's your turn.
Alright, I get to use my new thing, so I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Hell
on,
yeah.
The dragon that took a step back.
This one?
I was gonna go on the side of the boat and punch the shit out of that dragon.
This one?
The-
that I
the
just
one
put a
that's
little
like,
yellow dot on? I'm gonna move him. This
sure,
one?
fuck it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also yellow. Yes. Okay.
I made it a yellow dot because that means it's your thing.
Perfect. Okay. So I cast Hunter's Mark,
Yeah, huh?
and then I am going to. How high up am I?
Okay, so two things. One, I'm gonna figure that
They're
out.
all in the air,
Two,
right?
you have these ballista. And they're just...
This is true.
That's true. Okay. DMs, pay attention. In the party, as in you guys. How the
No.
fuck do feet work, and how high would this boat be realistically?
It depends on the terrain.
It's pretty hilly.
If it's
Then
mountain
it would have to be
roads,
high
that's
enough
another
that
advantage.
we can go in a straight line without anyone really.
Fuck.
It doesn't matter. I'll stay on the boat. I'm gonna use the ballistics.
I'm gonna
do it for
say
you.
I'll work it out if anyone falls.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe I should just Google it.
I
I'm
might
gonna
fall on
Google it.
purpose later.
How high would a sky ship?
This is the reality of DMing, by the way, is speed Googling shit.
Yeah.
Being like in a fantasy world where
In
ships can
the
fly, how
sky.
high would you be to hunt dragons in a lava
Okay,
field?
wait.
And you're like,
How high?
50 to 100
does,
feet is what I'd say.
50 to 100?
'Cause it
100 was
wouldn't
my cap
be-
for how tall it should be before I shouldn't.
Would a small
Because think
plane
about like the width of this ship is going to be at
fly?
least 30
Mhm.
feet. You're going straight down.
So
So then I would say probably like 80 to be
Little-
safe.
little planes usually are like 10,000 feet, but we're not that high. We're not plane territory. Because we have to be. They want to be close enough that they can see shit. It's over
so
100
you're
feet.
gonna want
It's
to
over
reference
100 feet.
helicopter.
Helicopter.
gonna-
Someone else do the Google.
Yeah, you're gonna be low down.
All right, so you're like
Helicopter,
really high in the air.
helicopter.
You're like really high in the air.
Height, that's way too high to jump, so
I
I'm gonna
would
use
say-
the ballista bolt.
No, it's not.
We're like
Do it.
we're like 10 stories up.
So, like 100 feet.
We're over 100 feet.
No,
We're-
don't worry.
we're at
Don't worry. I'm gonna use the
101
ballista
feet.
bolt. I'm not jumping
Okay.
yet.
I sent you the stats.
Perfect.
think-
I'm gonna roll the hit then.
Yeah, I think last time, I can't remember, does it have it to hit thingy? I think I allowed people to, if they're proficient with like ranged weapons, that they could add their proficiency modifier to it. Are you? I don't think you're proficient with
I don't
like
think I'm technically-
bows.
No.
Just use the +6.
Okay.
This is really interesting, guys, and I'm to the audience.
15?
No. Apologies,
Cool,
that
I
does
can-
not hit.
I can do it one more time though.
Yeah, you can.
Worse.
Oh,
So
buddy.
I do not think they're too far. Damn. I'm gonna jump off the boat next town.
I'm gonna
next
put
turn.
you
Oh
here
god.
because
I
I
felt too
believe you
useless.
can get there. It's valid. Mechnon, it's your turn. You guys are rolling so bad.
Thank
Can you
you.
please bless your dice a little bit for me? I don't wanna have to kill you straight away.
Let's go.
And all of you need to send a love letter to Mayana, who straight up saved you tonight with that fire resistance.
Real. Okay, so I have proficiency with martial weapons. Most like heavier ranged weapons are martial weapons.
Yes.
Does my proficiency carry? Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Queen. Do I get my usual 2 attacks with these ballistas,
Yeah.
or only 1?
Yeah, because it doesn't say
Love.
that it's an action. However, I feel like technically it probably has a reload thing.
Ah, come on now. Ah, go on. It's hell. They
Okay,
wouldn't.
from
They wouldn't
now
slow their fun
on-
down.
From now on, officially, I let Soul do it because she didn't hit. You have to use your bonus action to reload it.
I'm so okay with that.
Okay, go ahead.
So okay with that. Awesome.
That's
So
why.
is it,
That's why Soul
plus
didn't hit.
6 plus my.
Because it wasn't loaded.
So is it plus 6 plus my proficiency?
Yes.
Awesome. So plus 11 to hit. Love. Love, 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 love.
Love.
First attack is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Yippee!
Which one are you aiming for?
I'm focus fire. Are either of them hit?
All 4 of them have received some kind of damage.
None of them look more damage than the other, no?
The 2 that haven't gone yet failed the shadow saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Solstice, do you want to focus fire on any one of them?
I'm gonna assume that you were
One I
here.
have Hunter's Mark on.
All right, I'm gonna shoot for the one that has the hunter's mark on, so that we can start focus firing.
Okay.
It
It won't trigger Hunter's Mark or
Yeah.
anything, but
no,
okay,
but
cool.
you know,
Uh,
focus firing.
roll damage.
So it is 60-10 because they're vulnerable.
Yes.
Yippee! Oh fuck! Different dice types. Oh no! Yeah, you know what, my guy.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do it here. This kind of sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no pizzazz to it. If I'm adding my proficiency, plus 5 it'll be to this.
Uh-huh.
Jeez. Oh, okay. 5, 6. So 43 cold damage. No, 43 cold damage times 2, 86 cold damage.
Kill him.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Still up?
It's bloodied.
Bonus action. Reload that ballista. Second attack. All right, 25.
Y'all.
Yippee! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll. It makes a nice little thingy when it hits. So that's 46 plus my proficiency 51. times 202 cold damage to that guy.
How do you want to do this?
It's pretty simple. I think Magnon just takes the blast, has summoned up his shield, looks at Solstice running to a ballista, says, "That's where we should have been from the beginning." Runs up to the nearest ballista, loads up the first one, stomach, loads up the next one, neck, boom, boom, down, turns to the next one. I think I'm just gonna look at Solstice say, "Pick one, we focus fire, pick them off one by one."
Yay.
That's my turn.
Yay. Next up. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, bio.
Stop!
Well, you just killed a friend. Let me see if I can...
Yeah, but were they family, though?
Yeah, what would Vin Diesel have to say about this?
Were they part of La
Diesel's
Familia?
Dead.
Were they part of La Familia de
Ooh,
Dragones?
lovely. Everyone except for Soul, who has evasion. Can you please make a dexterity saving throw for me?
No, guys, come up for me. It's okay.
21.
Success.
Okay. It's 19. Because Shield Master.
Ymir got a 26, and Shiloh got a 15.
No.
Unfortunately,
good, guys.
you're not within 10 feet of Mechnon. So, either way, but...
Oh,
yeah.
it is just the 12. Great. Even
Yeah.
better.
Well, it would have mattered either way. Okay.
I believe in you.
Let's just kill Shiloh before...
49 halved to 24 points of fire damage.
12.
Halved again to 12 if you succeeded. And next
Were you gonna
up-
just kill us if we didn't have this fire resistance?
I don't know.
Jesus, fuck.
This one's just
I
gonna...
love you.
This one's just gonna... He's gonna hold on to his fire breath. Because he's seen this bitch over here has been dodging and weaving. It's fucked up. They're just gonna attack you with these hands.
Great. Awesome.
29 to hit.
Yeah, actually, that does hit.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
It's gonna be 21 points of bite damage. Plus 4 halved to 2 points of fire damage. And then they're gonna claw attack you twice. For a 20 to hit,
Yeah, that'll do it.
and only a 12 to hit.
That one, no.
So 14 points of damage. Lemira, it is your turn.
Christ. Okay. What if I don't want it to be? I'm gonna step away, way the fuck away from everyone else. 5, 10, 15. I think that's fine. I'm going to cast Light at 4th level on... Let's see. This one right here that's right next to Soul.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw on DC 19.
I shall do so. Only a 13. It has a +9 to this roll, I'd like to point out.
Hehe. It takes 27 points of necrotic damage because I rolled like shit. Ain't great. I'm then going to use my bonus action to Second Wind for the first time because I keep forgetting that I'm actually a fighter, which means I regain 1d10 plus 5 hit points. That ends up being 12 points of healing. After that, I'm going to action surge. And with the new action, I'm going to point at the other one, the one that we're not targeting, that's right in front of Mechnon. And I'm going to use my channel divinity, the blood puppet one, where I can now freely, now that everyone knows my fucking secret, target a larger, smaller creature within 60 feet that has blood, and it has to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Does that cost
It is a charm
anything, or does that just happen?
It's my action.
Oh,
and if
right.
the creature was unconscious, it would auto-fail. But...
What saving throw am I making? Sorry.
Wisdom, DC 17.
Okay.
What the hell?
Still rolling like
That's
we're
crazy.
all rolling like shit together. That's a 9.
Okay, so I'm concentrating now, and on its turn, it's under my command. But until then, I'll end my turn there.
Okay.
So do you
I
want
get
me
a
to hit it
dragon!
when it comes to my turn? Or...
You can, just don't kill it, so that way we can use it to hit its brother.
No guarantees. I'm going for someone else.
You can make it non-lethal. I just can't
Unless,
No.
right there.
or you guys could talk to each other, maybe. Massive suggestion.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Anyways,
I imagine you would see the dragon's veins glow a weird color, and then Raimi's similarly
I just
glow a
turned
weird
back to
color
you.
behind
I'm
you.
like, oh.
we're best friends.
It's not contagious, it's fine! Don't get it in your eyes, though.
Amir. It is Amir's turn.
This stream sponsored by 28 years later.
Alright, Ymir is going to... Let's see. They're all within... Let me see how far I can move. Dun, dun, dun. I have a speed of 30 feet. Let's figure out how far we can go. Dun, dun, dun. Is that going to be within 10 feet of almost all of them? 15, 15, 15. Alright, we're going to... actually not go that far. We're going to go to the one right here. And we're going to cast... we're gonna do a Steel Wind Strike at 4th level, at 5th level, to the one right in front.
Cool.
So,
So yeah, you could probably end up right directly next to Sol at the end, which means that you'd still be on the boat. Alright, so roll to hit for 3 times.
okay.
Strike is the most anime-ass spell.
It's
I love
so good.
So roll to hit 3 times. Let's do this. Okay. Da-da-da-da. First one is a 25.
Hits.
Next one is also a 25.
Hits.
And then the next one is a 15.
Misses. So
Alright, and then it's
just
60-10.
yeah, just roll like the flat damage and we'll do it for both of them.
60, 10. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flat damage is 28.
Cool. Oh, that's a bad roll.
Look,
Alright.
I'm sorry.
And Ymir will end up next to the one that you missed. Alright. Anything else?
Yeah, they're going to. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna use Mantle of Inspiration, which, as a bonus action, you can spend 1 Bardic Inspiration to get 11 temporary hit points to up to 5 creatures you see that are within 60 feet. So basically everybody.
And I believe if anyone would like to use their reaction to move their movement speed without doing any opportunity attacks, you can, but it will use your reaction.
I'll stay right here.
Raimi or
You should hold
whatever
on to your
your
reaction.
name is.
I mean, if you're considering, I don't know.
Jumping.
I might have a plan.
Alright.
All right, what do you want to do with this dragon? Because I'm happy to move and just start hitting other people.
I don't know how much I'm allowed to say out of turn is the thing.
Maddie, cover your ears. Tell me whatever you want. Maddie can't hear us. It's just you and me.
So with Blood Puppet, I can... Thanks, Maddie. I can cause it to make an attack and move up to half its speed, which means, in theory, I could make it just drop, which means it would move out of your range and you could hit it on the way down.
Big slay, big wins. I'm a little bit cautious about the one that's just out there because that might be within short range. That might be like disadvantage on the ballistas because he's a little bit too close, depending on how far down he is.
Ballista
If you want to hit them.
would have disadvantage if it's beyond melee range. That's it. So if it's 10 feet away, you don't have
Gorgeous.
disadvantage. Which makes no
Oh
sense,
my
but
God.
that's rules as written.
Don't worry about me. I'm happy. I'm grand. I'm loving life. You do whatever you gotta do.
Alright, Shiloh, it's your turn. How are we
Right.
feeling,
I'm
babe?
trying to look at. We're not looking good, to be honest.
I am
I'm trying to
not
figure
feeling
out
good.
how fast a creature falls within
Oh
a
wait,
round.
sorry, I put you there.
10 feet per
This is Amir.
round, I think.
I apologize.
It is all good.
Really?
Dun, 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 dun. So if I, hypothetically, if I fell,
500 feet.
how much time would I have like a chance to cast something before I, hit the ground, or is
Yeah,
this more of like I fall and I
probably.
die immediately?
You're far
Okay.
enough up that you'll be able to. If you like prepare it, yeah.
Yeah. So like if I
it's more
fall,
like
I could
if
like
you spent the end of your turn jumping, and then we're hoping by the time next turn comes around you could do something. No.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if hypothetically I can Misty Step onto the back of this thing, and if I fell, I would have the time to Misty Step back onto the boat. Is my current.
Alright, come on.
I want to
I know
like
you
buck
wanna.
ride this guy.
It'd be kind of tight.
Misty Step. Okay, if you fell
Look,
and
if I
wanted to
hit the
do
ground,
something,
I can ask my patron to bring me back. So,
you think she's happy with
know.
you right now?
Yeah, she's gonna love that.
she came to my aid. She came to my aid.
She doesn't mean she's pissed off at you.
Technically, I
Okay,
have 2 ways
if
to come
you
back
spent
from
your
the dead,
turn
so...
Misty stepping onto a dragon and then fell
Yes.
later, you would need to do something with your reaction. Therefore, no.
Okay. I still am interested to try.
If you fell, I can jump, and I can cure wounds you.
In the air?
So
Yeah, when she
I
hits the ground, when
technically
she's
have.
dead.
You know what? Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
I'm stressed.
I think it'll be. I'm willing to give it a go. All right. I would like to Misty Step onto the back of the one in the middle
Okay.
as my bonus action. I'd like to Misty Step.
I'm gonna
I'm
need
into
you.
Don't sigh.
The
Don't sigh.
DC is fairly low, but I'm going to need you to make me like an acrobatics check.
Okay. We're not really good at that whole thing.
I'm gonna say the
Um.
DC is 9.
And yet
crazy, I have a
it's
plus
still
9.
difficult. Okay, sure. Let's give it a go.
I just want to gently point out that I think Amir has Featherfall. I can't remember.
Yeah. Can I just prep if I I yelled to Mir, I was like, just make sure I don't hit the ground. So next time if I start to fall, Ymir can just cast Featherfall on me. Am I allowed to prep that?
It's a reaction.
Okay, 13 plus 2. We're good. 15 to get on the back of
Shiloh,
this thing.
you successfully. Just gonna kind of. Yeah, there you are. So that's your bonus action.
It's my bonus action. And then I would like to use one of my spell slots. I would like to do Vampiric Touch.
So you've
On
already
the back of
cast
this
a
thing.
leveled spell this turn.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay. Then I would just like to sink my teeth into it. I can do my
Valid.
Fanged Bite.
Munchie.
Munchy munchy. Alright, cool. We're gonna
That's
just
fire blood.
23 to sink my teeth into it.
Uh-huh.
Great. And then it's just d4 plus 1. It's very simple. It's just 4, but I do regain those points. And I gain my
Cool.
bonus. I gain a bonus to the next ability check I make against this thing.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Anyways.
We'll see how that goes later.
Next up is the dragon that is charmed.
Okay, so in theory, Maddie, I don't know if you heard, did have your ears shut.
Yeah.
I can I can move this thing up to half its movement speed. Do I know what its movement speed is?
Its movement speed, it has 40-foot walkies, 80-foot climb. 80-foot fly.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna take this little dragon guy, have him meander over to the one that Soul is next to, and make a single physical attack, not the breath weapon. And then just tuck his little wings in for the rest of his movement.
Okay. Well, he has 3 attacks. Do you want him to attack this guy?
Doesn't work with Blood Puppet.
Ah,
You can
okay.
only make one.
He only rolled
Whatever is best
he only
between
rolled
bite
a
and claw.
he only rolled a 13 to hit. Well, he's technically an ally, so he'd be flanking.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah, flanking.
Okay, 23. Okay, he does 21 points of damage to his friend.
I think if Meknon had his reaction, he'd be able to attack it as it went down. Or away.
Would you like to use an opportunity
Opportunity
attack?
You know I will.
Do you have Sentinel?
Oh shit,
See?
yeah, if you have Sentinel, don't. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
no, I don't
assume
have.
you can choose to make it still leap. I feel like Sentinel could be a choice, but yeah.
I
Continue.
don't have Sentinel. Why would I ever protect someone?
You have like 3 auras.
They're not voluntary. I protect you because the game says I do.
Or a level 100, but only when I want.
Real. Sorry. Yeah, also, I could have done. That's fine. Alright, we're just gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it once.
Bonk.
Okay. Can I use Great Weapon Master on a well,
it would say in the feat if it says like if you take the
before I
attack
make
action.
an attack?
It's
Yes, before I make an attack, not use the attack action, just make an attack. So I
Keyword
think
before.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying oh, as in you rolled bad to hit. Yeah, you can use it.
No. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That meets it, beats it.
Let's go, baby. Damage can be very simple. It's definitely not a celestial, so don't worry about that.
It's actually a dragon.
That is just going to be. It's just going to be 25
Cute.
damage. Yeah.
Alrighty, and then
Nothing
it
else,
beats his friend, and then you're gonna. Okay, question with the puppet thing.
Yeah.
Does it include a thing about how it won't put itself in harm, or no?
Not this one, no.
Oh, alright. Most of them
Yeah.
do.
Shit gets scary. I just have to be concentrating on it.
It tucks its little wings and it goes for a dive. Alright, well now I have to figure out how many goddamn feet. Okay, so let's
It was
pretend
100.
it's
It's like-
110. So it's everything above 10. So it would be what, 10? How the fuck does full damage work? Is it 1
Just
d?
looked it
it
up in
maxes
our
out
list.
as-
So it's 1d6, and you're gonna roll 11d6 because it's.
What does it
110
max out at?
feet. 20d6.
Okay.
We're good. We're within the max, people.
It doesn't actually take that much damage. It takes 37 points of damage. As it is
Cool.
now.
And
It's
then it
bloodied
remakes
though.
its saving throw.
It's gonna be like over here. I'm gonna say. Con.
Wisdom, sorry.
Oh
DC 17.
shit. Yeah, so true. Oh my god. No. It doesn't make it.
Should I just like leave it parked down there? Should
Yeah.
I just like have it keep flying up, hitting shit, and then dropping? It feels so mean.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Well, it only has 80 feet of movement.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Soul, it
I'll
is
just have
your
it crawl into some
turn.
lava.
That dragon seems real close. Would you say it's in punching range?
I would say it's in punching range because it hit you with its. Actually, no, it's 10 feet away. I apologize. Say it's like, oh, I gave you flanking before. You know what? He came into 5 feet because he fucking hates you.
Real. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna punch him.
It's valid.
Wonderful news. 22
Hits.
for the first one. Ah, shit. I didn't move my hunter's mark. It's fine. I don't care enough.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. 13 for the first one.
Yeah, huh?
27 for the next attack.
Hits.
Sweet. 10, so that's 23. Flurry of blows, baby.
It's bloodied.
Yeah, flurry of blows that shit. Okay.
Punch.
Oh.
Punch.
Punch.
That sounds like
Sweet.
the
So
little
that's
jingle for like a punch company.
22 for the next one. Can I stun him on my last one?
Yeah, of course.
If I hit it? We'll see. I didn't.
That's alright. You didn't spend the stun.
Okay, cool. So the last 12, so that's in total what?
Ezra's
35
taking it
damage?
off.
Okay.
Alright, Mechnon, it's your turn.
Awesome. Okay. I think that dragon gotta die.
Real.
Which one?
The
I'm
one
punching.
that, the one that's being punched.
That's valid. I was gonna say the one that Shiloh's on.
I think.
Yeah,
look,
let's kill the one Shiloh's
I 100. I
Make like
respect
that other
Shiloh's.
dragon.
on.
Just 2 cold shots, just downed immediately. I'm like, just get back up on the ship. It's fine. No,
You can fly, right? What?
you can fly, right? Vampires fly. That's something you should be able to do. So do it. Oh yay! I'm gonna the wrought iron tower, baby. See that the ballista is no longer usable in this moment because I don't want to hit my friends. Even though I probably could, but I'm not gonna because it's not fun. Wrought iron tower. I'd imagine that there's like a rune or something. I'm just gonna punch it, and just like veins of acid are gonna start spreading throughout it. Again, all weapons of mine are gonna be a little bit phallic. It's a veiny rod. Searing smite on myself. By using one of the charges on the wrought iron tower. Instead of fire damage, it deals acid damage. Because it's a really cool magic item. 2 attacks. Y'all know what it is. Run it back. Great weapon master.
You need to
Attack
move your
1.
token.
I'm gonna do it. I got excited. I'm sorry. I have just about enough movement. Hello. Alright. First attack was a 24. Second attack.
Hits.
Oh, so much more than a 24.
You'll only get Searing Smite damage on the first one. First attack.
Will I?
Yes.
That sucks.
That's how Searing Smite works.
Damn.
Hello, Raiders Part 2.
Hi, Raiders.
Why can't wagons?
Yippee.
Alright, that does suck. But it's okay. I need a con save from you, DC 16.
Uh-huh. Wait. You are making the con save, sir. That's 16.
Meets it, beats it. You're fine. So you don't get more fire damage on subsequent turns. Yeah, at the start of each turn, some spells. Fail save. Yeah. So it doesn't stay burning. base damage between just weapon damage and Great Weapon Master, I am already at 50, and I'm about to roll the 66 acid damage.
Just roll the 66 acid damage for me.
You crazy girl.
Just roll that, please.
That is going to be 23, so 73 damage
Okay.
total.
So the 66 acid damage came from the Searing Smite cast at like a high level.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this isn't the damage
how do
that
you
like
wanna
would
do
stay on
this?
after.
Super dead.
I think I just, as I'm running, pull out the wrought iron tower, punch it, or like, activate the searing smite. I just become like wreathed in acid as I'm running up, and I just I just smash its head onto the deck.
Swing! Incredible.
Yeah.
Bonk. In
I look
all
at Shiloh
caps.
and just say, "Get back on the ship."
Oh, I was just like,
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. That's it. I've done enough.
Real. Alright, next up is this dragon, who I'm gonna roll to see if he gets his fire breath back. He doesn't. Alright, so I believe he is going to try and attack you, but I'm gonna have him roll with disadvantage because you're on his back. But he knows you're there. He's a dragon.
I'm just hanging out. We're friends. I mean you no harm.
Oh, at disadvantage, you rolled a natural 1 for the first attack. Second one, lowest was a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
What's your AC?
My AC is 15.
Okay, the 2 claw attacks hit. So it's gonna
Great.
be 13 plus 8, so 21 points of damage total.
Great.
And for his movement, he's gonna do this fun thing where he starts doing flips. Can you please roll? I'm gonna say it's holding on. Also, this is crazy for Shiloh, canonically afraid of heights, to
Afraid of
think
heights.
I'm gonna misty step on a
I
dragon.
forgot about that.
Alright, Shiloh, can you please roll an athletics strength saving throw, I'm gonna say.
Strength. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Why?
And
my
considering this
worst
guy
one.
has 80 feet of fly speed to knock you the fuck off of his back, I'm gonna put this DC at... I'm gonna put it at what the dex save was. So DC 17 strength saving throw, please. And that's me being nice.
Right. Let's see if there's anything I can do, which I don't think there is. I.
Can you imagine how much of a bitch I would have been if he just started flying this way, so it was out of featherfall range? But I won't do. I'm feeling nice.
Oh God. All right. Let's do this. We're just gonna do this on the.
I'm not
on
that
the
evil
thing.
yet. I'll get
Yeah.
there.
We're gonna just hope for the best here, guys.
Dragons are smart, but I
is
don't think he
a-
knows what featherfall is.
That's a 12, but I am gonna burn my pact of the talisman, but it's not gonna do anything now that I
Isn't
think
that
about it.
ability checks?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're so right, Maddie.
So Shiloh begins to fall.
All right.
Oh.
She starts screaming.
Is anyone
I
gonna
just
do
wanted to do
anything
something
about
cool.
this?
This is not gonna make the fear any better.
Is anyone gonna?
You hit the
That'd be
ground.
my
jump.
reaction.
Is anyone gonna do
I can't do
anything
shit.
about this? Otherwise, I'm gonna move on.
Can't cast anything that would help.
Hannah, are you gonna do anything
Mira can
about
technically
this?
cast Featherfall on me, but
I think it's a 60-foot range. So, Ymir, you have a spell called feather fall, which is a reaction, which means if someone's falling, they fall slower so they don't die. Shiloh is currently plummeting out of the sky. Would you like to cast feather fall on her?
Yeah.
No.
Wonderful.
By that I mean no.
Alright, so use your reaction to
falling
cast
from-
feather fall.
Yeah.
Shiloh, you are feather falling. So you're kind of la 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 la.
Just screaming.
Next up is Lemira.
Where's the mirror?
Lemira is red. Is the red dot.
Okay.
Uh,
Is she able to catch Shiloh as she falls?
not
or are they not close?
yet. She's used her
Okay.
reaction to basically catch her, but she's still
Got
like
it.
out there.
I'm gently falling now.
I mean, I
Exciting.
do have a blood puppeted dragon that could give you a little lift back.
I also have Misty Step for my next turn because I'm falling slowly, so I should be fine. But I do appreciate the dragon offer.
Diana, what would you like?
Probably
to
be a
do?
little less traumatizing. I am going to take a look at what. Jesus. I'm going to take a look at what Shiloh was doing. And I think. Can I do this?
Dragon Uber.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at what Shiloh's doing, and then as you plummet out of sight and below the side of the ship, you just hear a squeaky voice from behind you. The rest of the group go, "Oh, that actually looks kind of fun." So I sprint over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I get close enough? I don't think I can get close enough.
Someone in chat has gently pointed out that Shiloh did have spider climb. I'm not sure if that would help in any capacity, but
That is
Yeah.
true. You know what? I'll give you, because even if you're stuck on the ground, if someone's pushing you, you could still fall. So I'll give you advantage. You know what? Roll the strength saving throw again. Warlock, do it.
let's go. I have a -1 to this, but it's worth a try. That's a 14. So what was it again? It was
It's 17.
17. So it's not gonna do anything, but it
It's
was worth a
okay.
shot. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best to make. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna sprint up towards that same dragon, and if it's still within 15 feet of the boat, I am going to throw out a hand and summon my echo on top of its back,
That's
as well.
valid.
Just taking its place. And then with the echo, I'm gonna make a longsword attack, just straight down.
One moment. Frantic scrolling, frantic scrolling. This will be your echo. Where did it go? Hello? The blue one doesn't want to exist. I guess it won't. We'll make it this black dot is your echo.
Edgy.
What did it
First hit is a 17, second is a 15. So rolled like shit.
Both of them miss, unfortunately.
Damn it. You guys turn and see Raimi like making stabbing motions downward into the ground, into like the deck of the ship, and she's like, "You're not gripping it right," and just frustratingly trying to get her echo to communicate,
Real.
to work with her.
Oh, good. Next up
That's all I can do.
is Ymir. Now, Ymir, you see Shiloh rocketing out of the sky. Now, let me check. I don't believe you have... Wait, wrong one. So, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Would you like to kill Dragon or save Shiloh?
Save Shiloh.
Aww.
You can
Yes,
all leave me and I
please.
can Misty Step to the
That's
ground
not the
or try
point.
and Misty Step my way.
Shut up.
Wait, but does Amir know that her help is not needed?
Maybe?
You've seen Shiloh Misty Step.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. I'm gonna kill the fucking dragon.
valid.
Let me fall. Go for it.
So currently, there's one that's about 120 feet away on the ground, and there's one that Raimi's like shadow, which is not real, she's not actually on it, is floating on. Which what would you like to do, and which one would you like to aim for?
One that Remy is aiming for, is riding on, and one that is 100 feet away.
Yeah, Raimi's not actually riding on it. It's like a weird echo of herself, so it's not going to get harmed.
Okay. I'm going to go for the one that's closest to me, because I feel like Raimi's probably got that other draft packet.
Fair enough. So, you could do... you could do Dissonant Whispers, which is basically just mind blasting it. You could do Phantasmal Killer, which is making it see nightmares so bad that it has a really bad headache. Those are probably the only single target spells.
I'm going to do the first one.
Dissonant Whispers. What level would you like to do it at? So
5 is already used up, right? Because
yes.
Wind Strike was used.
Mm-hmm.
How about 4?
Amazing, we can do 4th. So I'm going to roll a Wisdom saving throw. He rolled a 12. That's a failure, so it'll take full damage. So you can roll the damage dice next to the spell at 4th level.
Okay, I'm working on logging in, unless somebody else is already logged in and can roll for me.
I can roll for you, so it's going to be 66 at level 4.
Yeah.
So 21 points of psychic damage. And also, if it still has its reaction, it has to fly away. So it's gonna do that. Yeah, it uses its reaction to get over here. Alrighty. Next up... Oh, would you like to use your bonus action to do anything? So you can give Bardic Inspiration to someone.
I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Remy because I don't know what she's done yet.
That's valid. This is
I think
so
I have it
funny.
already.
Oh yeah, you haven't
So
used
you
it
do.
yet.
Okay, so who else is
many raiders
right near the
today.
dragon?
Hello.
So
Probably Soul is
Hi,
gonna
Raider.
be very soon.
okay, so I'll give it to Soul.
Soul, you have Bardic Inspiration. Amazing. Alright, next up is Shiloh.
Lowercase.
Shiloh, falling out of the sky, what would you like to do?
We're gonna bonus action Misty Step to the boat.
Valid.
Because falling. Ding. And then the one
Actually,
that's
right.
just run away, that's how many feet away? 80 feet? So I can still hit it with... Nobody's on the back of that. That's the echo, right?
That's the echo.
Yeah, got it. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Because
Blast.
we tried to do something new as a warlock, didn't pan out, so we're just gonna return to the thing that seems to be working. So we're gonna Eldritch Blast. So I'm just gonna roll to hit all 3 of them on there. So the first one is a 15 to hit.
No.
Second one is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
And the next one is, oh my god, I'm rolling terrible today. 15 to hit. So we've got 1. So I'm just gonna hit it for 10 damage, but it
Hell
also
yeah.
its speed is reduced by 10. Let's go. She's a little windswept. Her hair is like almost standing straight up as she gets in the boat and just goes fuck.
She was wearing
And
lip
is just
gloss
firing
and
them
she's
off.
just scraping her hair off of her face.
Yeah, she had like her eyelashes perfectly done, but now they're like stuck to like the top of her a little bit. She's a little pulled back. And she's just firing shit off, not really thinking. So 10 damage.
Valid. Okay, next up is the dragon on the floor. What's it gonna do?
It's just gonna... It's so far away. I guess it's just gonna dejectedly start walking towards a pool of lava to take a swim.
It does so. And
Or
it
flying,
goes...
I guess, because that's technically
Yeah,
faster.
it
but,
goes
like,
in
yeah.
and it's just bathing very nicely. It's so lovely and warm in this lava. It's doing backstrokes. It's immune.
Is this bitch immune to
it's-
lava?
It's immune to fire damage.
Oh,
So
I
the
thought they had
fire-
resistance. Okay, well,
No.
maybe we just let that one go. It's been through a lot.
You just wanted to make sure he was shiny and clean for when we take its head.
Yeah, I don't think I could make it drown itself or anything, so I guess I just forced it to do nothing and get left behind.
Hold your breath forever. Soul, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use the ballistic cannon on the one that's trying to get away.
This one? Absolutely. Go for it.
The
Roll
far
to
one,
hit.
yeah. Alright, alright.
Good his ass.
That's a 1.
Oh.
I'll do it again.
Good as ass
Use your,
better.
use your bonus action to reload.
Yep.
Can't get worse than
Oh.
this.
Hit 19.
Hell
plus
yeah.
2,
6.
whatever.
For 25,
cool.
roll some damage for me.
And because it's cold, is it 3d10? Or am I crazy?
It is. Apologies. Nope. It is 3d10
Just-
cold
okay.
damage, but they're vulnerable to it. So 3d10 and then double it.
Cool. 18 doubled is 36.
Hell yeah.
Yippee!
Mechnon.
Hi, Pookie. How are we doing?
Not so good, apparently.
That sucks. Anyway, so ballistas.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I think what we did the first time around was really fun, so we're just gonna
also,
do that
I've had a
again.
realization. I
Hello.
always let Haley do whatever she wants and then I enforce it on you. But she didn't hit twice. Is that you've already fired with this one, so you have to use your bonus action to then hit it once because it's already not loaded.
Duh. That makes sense.
Unless you want to use.
Anyway, you have to suffer things.
Yeah.
Let me have a look at the range of this one spell.
As you can still hit it once.
I know, but
I think,
how
yeah, I
far
think-
is it?
It's 80.
far is it?
It's
It's
80
like
feet away.
100. Oh, from that one, yeah.
I'm measuring from my one, and it says
That's
60.
valid. I think it was 80 from the other group.
I love that. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. No, I'm not gonna. I don't have that many spell slots. I can't be this frugal. Who the fuck do I think I am? A spellcaster? No. I'm just gonna. If I have to hit it once, I'll hit it once, and we'll see where it ends up. There's a fighter on it. They can do something about it.
Valid.
I'm gonna bonus action refill this ballista.
Yep.
And then
You walk up to you and you're like, I'm
uh,
gonna get you in 1 second.
Oh. in 1 second. Alright, that's a 19 on the die.
Hell yeah. So 3d10.
60-10, I believe.
No, it's 3d10. Did you roll 6d10 last time?
A creature with resistance or immunity is considered vulnerable to the damage from this bolt.
Oh, I meant roll 3d10 and then double the total.
Oh, so, okay, I can just do 3d10, so. I rolled 6 individual d10, I'm so sorry.
That's alright. It's the same principle, really.
What even is math?
Just some numbers.
13, so we're rocking with
26.
26 plus 5, which is my proficiency bonus, so 31?
is.
Oh yeah, not my best.
It looks fucked up. Next up is this dragon who is like, why am I so far away? And he turns around. Ooh, he's gonna come right on back.
Oh, good heavens.
And I'm gonna see if we're gonna see if he gets his fire breath back. He does! I love this game.
No!
Point blank fire breath me, I swear to God. See how well it goes for you.
I'm about to. Oh,
Yeah, that is
lovely. I love today.
Man.
Okay,
I hope
so
one of you guys knows CPR.
can
I do.
Shiloh, Raimi, and Mechnon roll me dex saving throws, please?
I already
18.
pulled up
17 on the die. Let's go.
Shiloh.
11.
Shiloh.
It's so bad every time.
Okay,
I'm
so
squishy.
Shiloh, you take 22 points of fire damage. That's already halved.
Great.
The rest
We're
of you
down.
take 11. All right, Shiloh has gone down. She is
Time
a
to ask Mummy for help.
she is a roasted
No,
little
no.
chook. That's on your turn.
Yours.
Bad time to do so.
Lemira, it's your turn. You just got fire blasted in the face. What would you like to do?
How much was that? Sorry, 11?
If you succeeded, 11.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna sprint up to this thing. I'm gonna go up and flank it, and then I'm gonna have both myself and my Echo take 2 attacks because I have a thing where I can unleash the Echo in a certain way that makes it so whenever I attack, it also attacks.
Bonk
I
bonk.
think this is my first time playing an Echo Knight. Yeah, unleash incarnation. So whenever you take the attack action, make 1 additional melee attack from the Echo's position. So that means I'll do it once this turn and once next turn. So I'll attack twice as actual Lemira. First one's a fucking 1. I'm rolling like shit. The second one is a 1? This is garbage.
No.
My
Obama said no.
incarnation is gonna do an attack from above. Please
Sky
roll something
support.
good. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
28.
Yeah, it hits.
Fuck me. Okay. So that does 8 slashing damage, but it also, I believe I can use my Divine Strike through my Echo?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it is attacking as you. I would say it would. Because I would say if you could stunning strike from an echo. So I'll allow this.
Okay, then it's 5 necrotic damage as well.
What was it?
On top of the 8. So I did fuck all.
8
8
plus
slashing, 5 necrotic.
13 total.
Yep, and that's all I can do.
Next up is Emir. Emir, what would you like to do?
Can I do? It's the only. Sorry, how many dragons are near me right now?
Just one.
Can I attack it
Absolutely.
and do? So there's the 2 attacks, right? There's Phantasma Killer, and what's the second one?
Dissonant Whispers. Dissonant Whispers is a lower level spell. This
Okay,
guy
I
looks
will do
pretty
the-
fucked up.
Okay, I will do that one.
Sure. What level would you like to do it at?
3.
Sure. I will roll a wisdom saving throw. 17, which I believe, yeah, your save DC is an 18, so that's a failure. And that's gonna be 4d6, which is 10 points. Amir, you kill the dragon. How would you like to do this? So, how do you describe that you kill this dragon?
Yeah, so I pull out my little lute. I just go, "Your mother never loved you," and then I just do a little sickle strum, and then yeah, and that's it.
I mean, that is kind of accurate because they were like a bunch of baby dragons and the bummers around.
Yes.
You see the dragon just goes and then dies, clutches its pearls. Alrighty.
It's so difficult.
I'm just gonna roll one more wisdom saving throw. What's your DC, Diana?
19.
Yeah, roll a 15. I'm gonna say that the last dragon, who I'm gonna roll one more. That's still only a 14. Okay, third one is
Sorry,
an
it's 17 for
8.
this one.
Okay, yeah, you know what?
Ah, I
The
could
other
just probably, like, come up
dragons-
on the ship and just lie down.
The other he can just stay swimming, but he officially in four turns in a row is still under your spell. I think he's just swimming, and we're gonna end the combat there. And on that point, we're gonna go to break. So, go to the toilet, grab a drink, do whatever you need to do. We're gonna be back in 10 minutes time. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. So, all of you are currently feel the air begin to quiet as you seem to think this might be over, the other dragon left behind. Now, you all see Shiloh lying on the ground, which Fiona kind of tilts her head towards, who had just been watching very gleefully this whole time, not contributing at all. And she kind of cocks her head and looks down to Shiloh with pursed lips and goes, "Oh, Shiloh. What are you doing right now, babes?"
I'm dead. I'm lying down.
Yeah, you're
taking a
lying
nap.
down. You're taking a nap. Can you make a death save for me?
Sure thing. That's an 8.
Ooh, that's fun. So how does this little class feature of yours work?
Well, we discussed it a little while ago, but I have the Dark One's Blessing, where when I am reduced to 0 HP, I can gain 17 temporary hit points instead. But we decided that we don't know if my patron likes me enough to gift that to me, so I have to make a persuasion check instead.
Correct.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm gonna ask if you can please make this persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Yeah, for sure,
I
dude.
got cure wounds.
All right, let's do this first one. I have a +9, so that first one is a 3 + 9. Let's see if it gets worse. It doesn't, that's a 19, so 12 is my persuasion check.
Can you roll me another death saving throw? And then,
That's a 12.
okay, so you're, okay. The rest of you see, as like the quiet down, you all look to the side and you can see Shiloh, Crispy, is not moving. What would you like to do?
If Shiloh's not getting up after a second,
You just wait.
well, Shiloh has bragged a little bit about being like, yeah, my patron helps. It seems like that's not happening right now. So I will go cast Cure Wounds on Shiloh.
Wonderful. So, for a second, Shiloh, you think you've been abandoned, but then you feel the light, and then you end up face to face with Solstice, who was casting a spell on you, and you realize with a hollowness that in this instance, your patron has abandoned you.
How many hit points did that heal for?
4, I did roll a 1 on the
Great.
dice.
I'll take all of it.
It is
Shiloh
more.
kind of awake and is like face to face with you. I imagine like your hand like here or something like
Yeah.
that. She kind of looks
Probably
down,
my
looks up
hand.
to you, looks down, looks up to you. Like half of her face is singed off. She
Meeting didn't go well.
and Shiloh's eyes are almost hollow in this instance as she just looks at you and says, "She didn't come."
No.
Fucking Maddie.
I was keeping so calm.
She she left me. She left me.
We got you though.
Thank you. As she kind of stumbles to her feet, removing your hand from her, singed and ashy, and she just hangs her head. She doesn't want to look at anybody.
Soul, give her the space she needs.
She's certainly not making eye contact with the fucking other archdevil that's here.
Yeah, is she doing anything?
She's just watching.
Looks very pleased, I imagine.
Yeah. And she just says under her breath kind of towards Lemira and just kind of nods and says, well, at least your god, patron, comes to your aid when you're in help. Seems we don't all have the privilege. Kind of glances over to Shiloh.
Shiloh's face is
Lemire.
getting hot and puffy to the point where like it looks like she's about to cry, but she's trying desperately to hold it back.
Kind of quietly reading the room for somewhat accurately for the first time. Lemire just kind of maintaining eye contact with Fiona, just sideways stabs her echo, just enough to kind of have it dissipate and dissolve into the ground and rejoin her at her ankles and her feet. And she just goes, well, we're always recruiting, but it might be a little late for that.
Is Cordichai also on the ship?
Cordichai is. He had been in the corner just going like the whole time, had just been like cheering. And when Shiloh went down, he cheered like way too loudly. And she came back up and he went, oh, well, you know, when you got Healy's on board, I guess that's the way it is. But, you know, it's not a trip unless somebody dies.
Awesome. I'm gonna walk up to him. I think I'm gonna. So one of the dragons, I smash its head onto the deck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna straight up drag it over to him and just gonna throw the carcass, and say, right. So, was that impressive enough? Or is there more to hunt?
Roll a persuasion check.
Mm.
I think this will be what determines it.
No.
Somebody help me. Somebody give me something. I have
There might
plus
be
8 to
more
persuasion,
bardic
but I'm not the best.
Inspiration?
Yeah.
I'll take an inspiration, please.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
how,
take it.
Plus
What's your die?
10 at this level.
At D10? Hell yeah, awesome.
D10, right.
Huzzah. Okay. So 10 on my die, plus 8, 18 from me, plus 6, 24.
24. Okay. He goes, well, it is multiple dragons. Most of the time when we go these places, all we do is pick up a couple of wandering mortals. It's nice to see a new batch has been born so quickly. I'd say I'm satisfied. I'd be more satisfied if your friend here hadn't made such a quick recovery. But I'm sure I can
He's still young.
allow it.
Good. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna kneel down on the ground. I'm gonna open up the dragon's mouth. I'm gonna get Tooth Puller. I'm gonna take out one of its fangs, and I'm gonna replace it back with the one that I gave away.
But it's now you have a snaggletooth.
It's a little bit of a snaggletooth. It is full dragon fang, and yeah. And I think that as I walk away, like the minute on the searing smite clears out, so you see that like where the cracks in the wrought iron tower that was like on every hit seeping that acid, the cracks just sort of like start to heal themselves. As I don't rage, but I may as well at this stage, as like all the acid that has just been pouring out of me just starts to stop, and I calm down. I'm just gonna sit down on wherever we were. I'm just gonna sit or stand
I
idle.
want chibi art of Mechnon with the stupid little tooth hanging out.
Just,
You just walk up to someone.
one fang is just a
Does it
little
look-
bit bigger.
Does it look cool?
He just did it to look cool. I don't think he knows how it looks, and he will be asking someone back on the ship.
Can I, for flavor, have just Shiloh walk away and use her spider climb to like sit cross like that one Spider-Verse scene where they're hanging on the upside down of it and they're like crisscross?
Mm,
Can I like have her sit on the side so she can get a little bit away from people?
that's valid. She needs alone time.
Can Ymir send a little message to Shiloh when she watches all this happen?
Mhm. What do you say?
I mean,
just
you could
gonna
probably just talk to her. She'll probably walk past you at some point.
Yeah. Well, but she also wants to like respect her personal space, I think, at the moment, and then just see that how she does. She's just noticing that she's hurting. So maybe like as she brushes by, I want to brushes past me to go to the other place. I just want to like squeeze her hand really quick and send a message that one person who has never left you and has always been by your side is you, Shiloh. And then just leaves it at that.
I can respond, right?
Yeah.
I think she has kind of furrows her brow and looks back at you, Ymir, before kind of tumbling over the side to go sit. And there's an earnest look and she says, "And what is that worth?" Before just going to take a seat.
I think I say everything, but it's up to you what you do with that.
And I think just for flavor, as the spell hits you, Shiloh, that kind of like buzzing in your head, it kind of is this like warm foreign feeling that being struck by any kind of spell could be, but it does remind you of that like relief you felt as that same warm magic had cupped you and slowed your fall.
You see Shiloh kind of take a deep breath in, kind of almost savoring the touch of the arcana or the wave over her for a minute. And there's almost like a half look of relief before that kind of pain seeps back in. And she's gonna go back over the side to sit. She can't respond. She doesn't have sending back, but she kind of nods at you.
All right. Kodachai at the helm begins turning the boat around, just whistling to himself as you see a couple of imps begin very bloodily sawing the heads off of the dragons that they managed to catch. A few of them are like flying down to find like the fallen ones, and I'm just beginning to like make a stack of heads in the corner. Kodachai's like whistling like this is an everyday occurrence. Fiona was watching that exchange very carefully and looks quite amused, as if she's just filing something away for later. All of you begin making your way back. While you are heading back on this ship, is there anything anyone would like to do?
Not yet.
We're heading back to where?
Kodachai's Manor.
specifically?
To the hunting lodge.
Okay, Kodachai's Manor. Hell yeah, to the hunting lodge. I'll probably heal myself back up just using my lay on hands probably.
Cool.
Does this count as a short rest?
Yeah.
One sec.
Oh, but we used up so many of our spells. Can I just... Would healing myself be enough?
No, unfortunately.
What about a short rest?
Short rests for bards don't give you back any spell slots, unfortunately.
Oh.
Can I chug one of my potions of greater healing? I have 2, I believe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Great.
I will say at one point, You guys, like, as you are making it back, kind of see something in the distance. This great flaming beast that is careening towards you. And all of you kind of get to your feet, are like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. And you just see Fiona very boredly raises her hand towards it and just kind of brings it in like this. And you see this phoenix just rapidly begin to spurt and snuff, and with a great scream get snuffed out before she just continues to watch, obviously bored with the hunting affairs.
Can I do a quick Arcana check as we're flying over? My brother's supposed to be in here somewhere. Can I just, like, vibe check as we're going about?
I'll say for that, can you make me a charisma saving throw, since charisma is your spellcasting modifier?
Sure. That's a nat 1, baby. We're rolling real good today.
You are very afraid. You're a person who is afraid of flying, who just nearly fell like 10 stories out of the sky. It's been a hard day.
Yep.
Alright. So, I will say you do take a short rest in at least this period, so you can spend some hit die to heal yourselves up. If you get stuff back on a short rest, you do so. Let me just look at your mirror sheet.
I'm gonna have Shiloh crawl back up and go to the bar that was canonically there and is just gonna start drinking.
Fair enough.
Ymir's just gonna like take out her little big brother and just, hug him, stroke him a little bit. Like, we're getting closer. We're almost home.
Keep it together. Maddie, keep it together.
Yeah. I mean, no better time than the present, right?
Please don't
Right.
make me go over there.
What do you mean?
So
I'm
you
just gonna-
clock this.
I think that Ymir needs to learn about some really important stuff.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, have fun. Make notes in the back, just tending to some wounds, being like, ooh.
Yeah, Soul's gonna walk over when she sees that Ymir has her brother out. Are we a little bit alone-ish? Are you like off to the side, Ymir? Or
Yeah,
I think so.
it's a ship.
Maddie?
Yeah, it's a boat. You guys
It's
can
a
kind of
ship.
find a corner of the boat.
yeah,
You're smiling
yeah.
too big for my liking.
I mean,
Solstice isn't
Fiona's
smiling,
watching
Haley.
you.
No, this is Maddie. Okay, sorry.
Ymir,
Hmm.
you left a little early, the other night when Asmodeus died.
Yes, never really been that much of a fan of blood and stuff. Come from a
I mean,
dancing background, not something you see very often.
Yeah. I feel like we have something in common that I kind of want to share with you. Do you know who killed your brother?
No, I mean, my brother got into so many kinds of trouble all the time. So I can imagine there's probably a long list of people who wanted him dead.
You'd want to know who killed him, though, right?
I mean, and Ymir is like furrowing her eyebrows a little bit, but like still kind of keeping her smile confused.
Mhm.
I suppose so, yes. I don't really know how that's helpful at this moment, or how we could find that information while we're down here.
Solstice nods, kind of lowers her voice a little bit. You'd want to hurt the people who hurt the people you love, right?
Ymir sombers a little bit. She thinks on this, and she gently looks off to the side, thinks about this, looks over back at Sol and says, What are you trying to tell me right now?
There's a part of Solstice that does not want to tell Ymir, because Ymir's just like the rest of the light that's on the ship right now. But
Yeah, she's seeing this hesitation and like Sol looking away, and she catches her eye again and goes, What are you trying to tell me right now?
I don't want to make a thing out of it right now. A public display of it right now. But I wanted to let you know that Raimi killed your brother, and my wife.
Ymir just freezes on the spot. Just freezes.
It all kind of came out last night. And it's unfair for you not to know.
There has to be some kind of a mistake. What? Our Raimi?
Do you remember back in Avernus, when we first met your brother? Well, yeah, when the rest of us met your brother, he went straight for Raimi's throat?
Yes.
It wasn't random. He remembers her.
What? Ymir kind of like falls gently to the floor to like sit down and steady herself, and puts both of her arms to kind of like steady herself. And she's like, looks up at Sol and she says, But no, she helped me get his soul back. She's been here with us doing this all this time. We've gone through so much together. Was she under some curse? Did she do this on purpose?
I mean, you could say she's under whatever influence you want. She's part of a cult of Baal. She has to kill to some extent, but I don't know if that was a compulsion.
Ymir, like, initially was like kind of frantically searching for answers. Then she like just gets very serious, and then is like, then why is she still here? Why isn't anybody else doing anything about it?
I mean, I'm planning on doing something about it. You don't have to be involved if you don't want to be.
Oh, I want to be involved.
Okay. Let's chat later and see where the day takes us. It now benefits
then, do
me.
I just pretend that I don't know anything?
I don't know if Raimi gives a fuck if you know or not. But she probably wouldn't. Probably best that she doesn't know that there's a solution to the problem from our perspective. It benefits me greatly if Raimi's gone. So, you know, if
Ymir
we have,
nods.
if we have time later tonight, I'll wake you up.
Ymir nods.
Okay.
But she's like clearly like in her mind it's a mess. She's just kind of somewhere else.
Yeah. Let me know if you need anything though. It's
I'm
not
so
great
sorry.
information to get. I'm sorry too. Soul more just sits up straight, kind of looking ahead into nothing.
And Ymir has like taken the soul of her brother and is like curled up with it, like holding it like almost a cat, like hunched over the ball and just holding it very close. And thinking with her eyes closed over it. And then she looks over at Raimi and her eyebrows furrow. And then, yeah, that's it.
Raimi is currently in the process of standing almost uncomfortably close to Fierna, just kind of asking her a nonstop torrent of questions that flowed over to you as you stare at her. She's just, with absolutely no straightforward aim in mind, she's just like, so where do you get your eyebrows done? And how do you get a dress like that? Does it have to be fireproof? Because I know you're fireproof, but like, is this all like, are you all, and how's your skin? Because I imagine down here it gets pretty hot. And so do you have like dry skin or is it like combination skin? Does combination skin even exist down here? Is that like a thing? And then also, I don't know if you tried the drink from earlier. If you want, I can make you one. The bar's still open, but I think someone else is over there. I don't know where your guy went, but like I can do my best to replicate it. I really don't know what went into it the first time though. And also, like, I was wondering about that lava bath that dragon took. Can you do that? Do you want to go use that as a hot tub? Like, we can do a little pit stop if you want to. You can have a little bit of break. Maybe it's good for your skin. Maybe that's what you do instead of skincare. And she just goes on and on and on. Just staring.
Fiona's just watching you. And then she just sort of leans in and puts a sharp finger to your lips to quiet you. She leans in close. And she says, "Is it the fact that you couldn't talk to anyone for so long the reason that you won't shut up? What a lonely life you must have lived. And now even your gods abandoned you." She
like mumbles. No, he hasn't.
What do you mean?
I just talked to him. I mean, it was a couple weeks ago, but he says it's fine. I'm down here to help him, and then we're gonna go back up
to
and we're gonna.
him?
Well, no, I talked to his little angel friend, little compatriot, kind of his secretary.
Oh. And how did you get down here?
Well, I mean, Uncle Saravok and then my parents decided it would be better off I wasn't around on top side. So I was brutally murdered on a stone altar and then woke up in a temple of Kelmfor, which was awkward as shit, by the way. And then they sent us down here so I could get my soul back. And then on the way, Ball's emissary was like, yeah, they did that against my will. That shit up there, Saravok, kind of a dick. So once I get back up, we'll take him out together. That's the plan.
His head priest acting against his will. How unusual.
Yeah, it's fucked, right?
A stone altar, you said. A sacrifice. A lamb to the slaughter, right?
Lemira looks a little bit pained at this, but she does give like an unusually quiet nod. And she goes, "Yeah, I guess it was kind of a, judging by the name and everything, Lemira, bit of a sick joke, but they had it planned for a while."
So what does Ball want you to do down here, apart from get your own soul? Obviously, he'd only reconnect if he wanted something from you.
do a couple tasks for him, get some powerful shit while I'm down here, because it's mostly within reach of Asmodeus, and so he kind of wants me to do some. And she kind of puffs out her chest a little bit. Some emissary work. You know, I'm a liaison, a little bit. I think, probably. He wasn't super clear, but well, I'm down here, running some errands, doing what I usually do.
How convenient.
Can Ymir like get up and approach Raimi?
Mhm.
And okay, so Ymir's gonna get up, just almost like quick dash towards Raimi, grab her by the arm and face her towards her and go, Why did you do this?
What do you mean?
Raimi, did you kill my brother?
Oh! And Lemire just cast a kind of like nervous glance towards the cylinder. Are you still holding it? Or has that been tucked away?
No, I've put it away.
She kind of like searches your hands for a moment and then just kind of makes eye contact with you again. And she goes, yeah. But to be fair, it was a very long time ago. Like that was before I ever killed Soul's wife. And so it was early on. I wasn't doing all the weird torture shit that I do now. Wasn't really as good at it. And so it's not like he suffered. He's actually really hard to pin down, so it was kind of like a quick hit. But I also didn't know you. And like I told Soul, didn't know he was your brother. And now you have it back. That's great. We could have a little reunion. I'll buy him a drink when we're topside. If he drinks. I didn't do that kind of research. But
Raimi, why did you do all this?
I mean, Soul might have told you I have a bit of a thing. And she kind of turns her shield around. And outside of the bright blue symbol of Kellenvor on the front, kind of like scratched in where the handle is, where her palm would rest as she holds it, is the symbol of Baal. And she goes, well, it comes with the territory. I mean, my family back home, they kind of demand it every once in a while. It's like a little bit of a thing, the ritual, worship, things like that. I have to spill some blood every now and then.
It's
Kill something every.
what she was made for, right?
That too. Yeah.
Ymir expected to be very angry at this, but she just feels incredibly sorry and a lot of pity and sadness for Raimi. And which surprises Ymir and makes her feel guilty because Ymir just wants to be very angry for her brother, but she's feeling a lot of conflicting feelings, that feeling like that this is just. And she just says, were you just a kid?
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Ymir, like, just gently like touches Raimi's hand, like very, very gently with care, just goes, sorry. And then doesn't allow her to like say much more. She just says, I'm sorry. And then she like removes herself from the situation. She's like full of conflict about how she feels about this whole thing.
If I cast a glance over the rest of the boat, can I see Soul's expression in reaction to that?
I was about to ask if I could do an insight check on Ymir.
Roll an insight check. I'll roll it. What's your plus?
Oh, not me.
What's your?
I'm not rolling it.
What's your plus?
Okay, +8.
Should I roll insight too, or roll anything?
That's alright. Would Ymir be attempting to hide her reactions or what she was just talking about from Soul and the rest of the party? Or is she kind of wearing her emotions on her sleeve right now?
She's wearing her emotions on the sleeve. She's just conflicted, and I think it's extremely clear that she's conflicted and that she's struggling to fully be angry with
So you pick up on that.
Raimi.
Yeah, Solstice is gonna clock that. I don't want to work with people who are conflicted. So
Yeah.
Ymir's probably not gonna get a little wake up tonight. Sorry.
Raimi, Lemira, in your head from Fiona, you just hear she kind of like cocks her head at you and says, I wonder when your party members kill you tonight, if your false god will save you. I don't think so, because your use will be at its end. I think you're just a convenience. Another battery in a deal. But if you would like to stay hopeful, that is the job of a cleric. Blind faith, completely and utterly without proof or reward.
I think in response, Lemire doesn't say anything, but she more projects a series of memories in rapid succession, almost against her will, involuntarily. It's the image of her upbringing, her parents, when she was named Lemira, this sackcloth ferret of hers, this stoat that keeps getting torn out of her hand, the rapid fire images of sacrifice after sacrifice being made on the same altar that she was eventually killed on, and having to watch unflinching every single time that it happened. The punishments that came for any sort of grimace or stare or twitch backward at the splash of blood coming a little too close. And after years and years of the same treatment, terrible food, terrible environments, no friends, every single day ended in silent prayer to Baal and a comforting warmth that came with it. And out loud, she just goes, I have nothing else.
Then you are not.
I guess I'm curious. I'm curious as to what does it mean for Raimi that Ymir, knowing that she killed her brother, still responded with gentleness towards Raimi.
Are you trying to figure out Raimi's reaction to that?
Yeah.
You would have to try and gauge it on her face, but you walked away without a response.
You could
so you might have to check in later with her.
Yeah, maybe.
But Fiona at that comment in your head just says, then I guess you are nothing. And she kind of takes your shield and turns it back around again. And you get... I'll say, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh, I'm good at those.
She attempts to invade your mind.
21.
21. Let me check what her save DC is. Where is it? DC 22. This isn't doing damage or anything. She manages it. But you feel her invade and almost begin just picking through memories. It feels invasive and gross, and you kind of feel that shiver come up your spine and your head feels hot. And you see in particular a memory of Calithria, of your guide. You see her promising you that she is going to find out all the information that she can about your trip and how confident she sounded, and how she went away and she prayed to her god who gave her information because he has a stake in the game, he's supporting it. You remember, oh my god.
Find it. Find it.
Zyphan. I was like, I only had Victor in my head. Zyphan. As he had spoken about Mistra coming down and aiding them and finding this particular creature, and she just shows those memories to you with that idea of being like, I wonder why you never received the same treatment after you've given so much. Maybe you're just a bad follower, or maybe you just chose a bad god.
Raimi looks down at the gem on the front of her shield. Or just like a bubble of almost like resin type material covering a two-dimensional image of Kalimvor's scales. And then she just goes, "You're kind of a bitch, you know that?" And walks away.
I wouldn't be in charge if I wasn't. And she just smiles and retreats over to the bar and gets a Cosmopolitan.
It would be a Cosmo.
Shiloh does not look up.
I have a question too.
Yeah.
Just a general question. Is everybody on the boat right now trying to fucking murder Raimi?
Currently,
No.
only
Just
Soul,
Haley wants
only
Raimi out.
Soul has made any kind of hint to wanting Raimi to meet a swift
That
and
was a
violent
hint.
demise.
He didn't kill the rest of our loved ones, only yours.
Yeah, just
My,
one.
yeah,
And
my Don's aggression towards Raimi was very
Well-
much kind of like, okay, are you gonna kill us? No? Good night.
Wait,
be
did
fair-
Remy didn't kill.
Well, you know, Ball Cultist did, but it hasn't been mentioned.
I
It's in
don't
the
think.
air.
I don't think Shiloh. It was never stated that Remy killed Shiloh's
Or
brother, but I
you
suppose we'll
do
find out
know-
soon.
You do know that Ball Cultist killed your brother.
You might need to ask at this point.
They also killed me. To make that clear, like they did, I am also a
Guys,
victim
me
here.
too.
Clearly.
The last. I think Raimi
think we
possibly
all
killing your
got
brother.
killed by Bulk.
Last thing on Shiloh's mind right now is Raimi.
Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by Ball.
We're good.
Me and Ball were tight as fuck, dude.
I
Alright.
killed my daughter. I think he'd be down.
We're hiring.
Well,
Hi.
actually,
Is
Ball
anybody who I thought they were?
Ball really likes Soul. He really fucked with you that one time that you like tortured someone real bad.
Oh my god, that was literally one time.
Oh yeah, okay, sure.
I only tortured one person for 3 days. It's fine.
3 days?
Yeah.
Hey,
She
It's my
kept
first
killing
felony,
her.
Your Honor.
That's 2 long rests.
Yeah,
That was
Doesn't need
worth-
a long
worry
rest.
about
She
it.
has
Don't worry
these
about what happened.
hands.
and several short rests in between to heal up.
Ymir, I think, is nervous about what what Soul is going to do to Raimi.
kill her.
Oh my god. So I don't know. Ymir is feeling a lot of things, but she's like, I think she's wanting to protect Raimi from this situation. I know, I'm so sorry.
No, I
I'm
get
so
it. Whatever. It was a risk.
Party dynamics.
But-
Well, the hate.
For Ymir, it's more that
Party
like
foul.
you know her. Yeah, but I'm like, is it possible to talk to Soul through this, or is it better to just ask for help from the other team members, minus the daughter killer?
I will
Um,
say, you mean
So
you
one team
probably
member.
know. You probably know, as kind of clocking over the rest of the party, out of everyone, you are probably the most suited towards this task. You have
Oh my
good
God.
in your heart, you have mercy in your heart, you're a charisma caster. The bard is known for being incredibly emotionally intelligent and sort of being a little bit of the anchor for a party. So
I'm scared.
in a
but
way,
I might try to talk to Soul, but I'm scared
alright,
of how the situation will go.
I'll say we'll do a little DM hand wave moment. As you
Okay.
guys finally do arrive back at Kordachai's hunting lodge, you all make your way out of this ship, the many dragon heads being carried out after you. You see slowly the other ship also returning to shore, but half of it has been blasted off, and there's about half of the original people who were on that ship still remaining. It seems they may have run into something large. And Kordachai kind of jumps off of the ship and looks back to all of you and just goes, "Well, congratulations. It seems like the other ship was unsuccessful in their attempts." And you do see one of them goes like, "Oh, we did find one." And she lifts up just like a random human head and goes and just kind of tosses it into the pile. But they also look quite sad at your pile of dragon heads. So he looks back and says, "I do believe that you, my friends, are the winners of this particular hunting spree, and therefore may select one prize among my collection to bring home with you, to mount upon your wall." And he gestures back to his
Shiloh's
house.
like your brother.
This is my house.
Shiloh. I'll just go to Shiloh. It may be worth asking if your brother's soul was found by a previous expedition.
Shiloh at this moment looks a little bit like a dog that's been kicked a little too much, tail tucked between the legs. And is going to look up towards Macnon in a way that I don't think she ever has. Normally, it's even though she's smaller, she's always met his eye, but in this moment, she doesn't. And she simply kind of nods her head and is going to walk to Chai and goes, "There's a man we are looking for by the name of Tobias. Is he here?"
Don't know anyone by the name Tobias. But if we
Blonde
have
hair
his
looks
head...
like a prick.
Oh, I think I have a blonde or two. Have a look.
Right. Shiloh's not going to wait for anybody. She's just going to walk in and try and find it.
Roll an
I'm gonna-
investigation check. And is
Let's
anyone
go.
helping?
If I roll above a 5, it'll be the best thing I've rolled today.
I'm gonna walk over to you. I don't think that spell works on this. Let
You
me
could
have
just
a
give
look
this
real
help
quick.
action. That's also an
I will give the help action.
This
I'm just
valid.
I'm gonna spin you around and this is like, unfortunately this is a like like a romance trope thing in the most non-romantic way possible. I am going to lift your head up so that you make eye contact with me, and I'm going to say, "Don't let your gaze fall. Remember who you are." And that's my help action. Telling you to lock the fuck in.
Alright.
Nonsense.
You-
No, Mufasa.
You may roll investigation with advantage.
Give it a go. It
Hey,
was one better. I rolled an 18, but I'll burn my Pact of the Talisman to add a +4 for a dirty, slutty little 20.
You begin searching the rooms of this mansion. While you definitely see the big ticket items tend to be in the kind of like walkway area next to this great chair made of twisted bone. You begin walking around and having a good old proper look. And eventually, with a 20, in what looks like a side room that houses many weapons and artillery, sort of almost like a storage closet, you notice something glowing from within one of a group of about 5 burlap sacks filled with random pieces of metal and clothing, the occasional severed hand, and it glows purple.
I like the idea that as she walks through the great halls expecting Tobias to be mounted somewhere great on display, and it just gets less and less interesting, less and less important. You just hear a giggle, and it echoes until it almost becomes a bellowing, scraping laugh as she almost can't control herself at the preposterousness that her brother, the king, is in the scraps. So yeah, she's gonna laugh and find and turn towards the purple light.
You look through the bag, and inside you see a familiar shape of a glass cylindrical device with metal ends, with a carved name on the front that reads your brother's name. He has the same last name as you, right? Is it Lefel?
Yes, his name is Tobias Lefel.
And I think it does say His Majesty at the start, just as a little dick, because it is his title, therefore his name.
Yeah, it would probably be His Majesty Tobias Lefel of the Borderlands or something along that
You have
vein,
to
like
squint a little bit because it's a lot to fit.
It's like really
on a-
small.
Yeah. And as you touch it, so do you receive your special power from finding a phylactery, which is that while you possess your brother's phylactery, any effect that applies the frightened condition on one or more targets has no effect on you. So even if you're out of Mechanon's aura.
Let's go.
And
I think that...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Shiloh giggles and pulls it in and just kind of tuts her tongue and goes, "Oh, pet," towards her brother.
As you touch it and say that, you kind of feel some movement next to you. And would you like to describe to us what your brother looks like?
Yeah, he's a twat. My brother. So I think it was finally canonically established that Shiloh is actually 95 years old. She's an old lady. She doesn't look like it. She's an old lady.
She's an
Her
elf.
brother. Yeah, elf. But I also died really young, and then I just kind of stayed like that. Tobias is a much older gentleman. This is like 50s older man. Clearly handsome, that kind of blonde that turns into gray, that kind of silver fox ass with a kind of scruffy beard, chiseled, and he's much taller, much broader, much fitter man. Like he's still very strong, and he looks very kind. He has those kind of like deep sunken eyes with like big bags, but that kind of look of kindness that just, when he walks into a room, you cannot help but feel better, and looks quite in stark contrast to the kind of frail Shiloh next to. I imagine he's draped in big clothes, big crown, like that kind of purple frock with lots of fur. As he stands there.
What species is he?
He's a half elf.
So he looks his age. A little bit
Yeah,
younger.
he looks his age.
He probably looks like in his early 40s. So he looks alright.
He looks good for his age. Yeah.
As most half elves do. Yes, and you see he kind of just like leaning against this wall, very much for the weathered look on his face, his finery seems so out of place. Almost as if someone who had been through great turmoil had just been plucked and then dressed and then put out. It's strange to see your brother this way, and he looks up to you and says, "Sister, why are you here?"
Always getting you out of messes, aren't I?
Oh, that bastard. He seems to like look past you a little bit with
Seriously,
like a kind
Tobias,
of
what
horror.
were you thinking? You thought you could do this on your own. You could never do anything on your own. This.
What was I supposed to do?
How stupid can you be?
We're gone, and one of the boys, he got sick, and I didn't see any other way.
No, don't pull that on me, Tobias.
Why else would have I done it? If not, I thought...
Because you never think, Tobias. You never think. I wasn't there because I was off fighting another one of your fucking wars. Another one that I won. Thank you
Everything
very
I
much.
do for the people.
Yeah, do it for the people. Couldn't stay alive for the people. Made deals that you had no place doing for the people, Tobias. You're stupid and you're incompetent. And you shouldn't be king. And you know it.
Well, it was Father's will. So, what was I meant to do?
That
Abdicate.
cuts deep in Shiloh. That sucks. And you can see her almost like grimace a little about the statement. And you... Father was an idiot too. Because he thought that making you king would get rid of me. But it only made me more powerful, Tobias. You want to come home? Yes?
Do you know if my boy is he alright?
Your boy's supposed to be taking the throne. 12 taking the throne. Over me. Do you know that? Do you know that if you die, it goes to him?
Yes, but he would have had you.
Aye, but he doesn't have me, Tobias. Because I'm down here, dragging your ass back to the material plane. He is as incompetent as his father, so Tobias, I'm gonna give you a chance here, pet. When we go home, you're gonna abdicate. You're gonna give up the throne and you're gonna go spend time with your beautiful 3 children and your wife, and you're gonna go away because, frankly, you're not good at the job. And you know it, and I know it. So let's just make this better for everyone. Go home together, and you can live happily ever after. Doesn't that sound nice?
Why not just... I've never seen you as the merciful type, I suppose.
I'm not merciful, Tobias. But I am strategic. And you are my brother. And I do love you. I have put so much into this. I have fought for the very scraps of power, while you sit in a gilded cage that I built. I built this, Tobias, not you. And I have never reaped the rewards.
You can't judge me for doing what I need to do to protect my family when you've given just about everything up to protect yourself. Don't think I haven't known the darkness that exists in you. How you should have been dead long ago.
And whose fault is that, Tobias? Mine or Dad's?
Certainly not mine. Or my family's.
So step aside. Save them.
Do you really think the kingdom will accept you?
They'll have no choice.
Right, a dead thing at the throne rather than the true king.
True king? Do you know why I am this way, Tobias? Why I walk the world as a half-life?
Because you
Because
make
Dad
deals.
made the pact. No, I didn't make the deal. Dad did. See, like your kid, I got sick. And Dad wished and wished on stars and made a deal in the dark to make sure that his one and only child left. Me. So, when my mum died, not your mum, not your whore of a mother that came after, my mum, when she died of the same sickness that nearly took me, he decided I was the problem. The very thing that he once decided to protect. And he had you, his, dare I say, bastard son, to replace me. The night you were born, Tobias, was the worst night of my life. Because that night, my pact broke. Not the one that I made, but the one that Dad made. To ensure that I was going to take the throne, and I died. All those years of walking the earth, totally fine, finally caught up with me. And I began to rot. 18, 19 years with her taking over me. Do you know what that feels like, Tobias? To have your very flesh fall off.
He gives you a faraway look that with a very stark reality, you realize he knows exactly what that feels like.
I cried out to the first thing that would hear me to save me, and I'm not going to apologize for that, Tobias. I'm not going to apologize for cleaning up another one of the family's messes.
Well then, it seems like you have a lot of anger for a man that is dead. And nothing that I deserve. Take the throne if that is what you want, but know that even if you are so smart enough to keep us from war, our people are long living, and they have not lived so long as to ignore the superstition that runs so far in, which is why you were kept from the light for so long. They won't accept you. And if you wish to put whatever dark power controls you at the seat of a throne and destroy whatever remains left of our kingdom with both of us gone, that's your choice. Fine. Doesn't seem like I have much of a say.
And I think something breaks in Shiloh just a little bit at the sound of that. Because she has been striving for this for so long. Hear the words, and for it to be hollow is a feeling she had not prepared for. The feeling of reaching the summit, staring out, and the view's shit.
Well, do you really want to beat me down that much? Because for your information, I have been through just enough. I would much rather my 12-year-old boy, however young he may be, with advisors that I trust to take the throne, then whatever you have that keeps you alive, I think you might consider that too, because despite what you may think about your mercy, you could have taken the throne if you wanted to. You could have slit my boy's throat, killed his mother, killed every single one of the successors in a row and taken it for yourself, but you didn't, because you care about our family. Deep down, you do. So
You don't
thank
have
you.
anything else to
He
buy us.
comes closer to you and just puts one of his huge
He just-
hands on your face and leans down and says, "Thank you."
Shiloh just goes rigid at an act of kindness, and I think just like images of the two of them flash in her mind, images of them playing as a child before that hatred really grew and grew and grew, and Tobias always being the one to, like, when she was locked up in her room, to leave something outside of it, to send notes, to slip things through the door, and she always met him with anger, and just all of that kind of flooding back as his kindness still pushes forward towards her. She takes a deep breath as she feels this very unnatural touch. I imagine it doesn't feel like much because he's not corporeal. Right?
He's half
Oh.
corporeal. It just feels cold where you want it to feel warm.
I'll take you home. Your family lies mourning you, Tobias. Even now they lie mourning you, you lie. I will take you home. Speak not on my mercy, for I have none.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could save you from this. But seems we've both dug our graves, and so shall we lie in them. I wish I could
I don't
protect
think-
you from this. And he's looking past you. He's looking at that chain around your neck.
Who did you... And I think a look of doubt forms in her eye for just a minute as she begins to kind of piece bits together and looks to Tobias and goes, "Who did you make a deal with for the boy?"
Not your one. But he told me all about her. It's his own daughter, after all.
Galasia is not somebody to be messed with, Tobias. She keeps me alive. I am a conduit of her power. I am bits and pieces and shattered bits of power that she's willing to give me, and it's still not enough. I am weak. I've died over and over again because, frankly, the power isn't enough.
There's more to you than that.
Tobias, I should have been dead a long time ago. Who knows what parts of me remain? And I don't think anyone cares. No one
Right.
alive, anyways.
I suppose not. I just don't want an infernal hand controlling my people.
I think that Shiloh kind of furrows her brow and, hand still on her face, puts a gentle hand on Tobias's face and goes, "Oh, pet, they were never yours to begin with." And then is going to pick up the how do you pronounce that?
Simulacrum. Oh, not simulacrum, phylactery.
Phylactery, that's the one. I was going to pick up the phylactery and do
He
some kind of
just
twist to
gives
kind of...
you a very sad look as his self drifts away into the phylactery. And I think at that point, we will end the session there. Ooh. Ooh.
A
Oh, wow, that was so
Ooh.
beautiful.
Alrighty. That was fun.
My little old brother.
Yeah, your little old
Wow,
brother.
right.
Alright, so I think we will start by everyone saying goodbye. Tell the people who you are and where they can find you, starting with Sue.
Hi everybody, I'm Dragon Mistress. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube.
Incredible. Haley.
Hi, I'm Haley. I go by Haley Rosie on everything. I do cosplay, I do fantasy. I love an immersive anything. And yeah, I'm nominated for Crit Awards, which I'm sure we'll bring up later. But yippee! That's me.
Hannah.
I'm assuming it goes to Hannah.
Yes.
Me. Hi, I'm Hannah Harper. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. I'm a professional dungeon master and TV content creator. And I'm also doing cool stuff like D&D Castle table. You can also find me at Gen Con here. So if you have panels or things that you want to see, then go message people. And I'm also going to be doing some fun D&D running some there. So keep an eye out.
Hannah.
Hannah just went.
Hannah, I just went.
I said Diana.
Oh.
I said it weird.
No, you didn't. Don't lie to us.
Hannah going in. I said Dana. But it sounded
Yeah,
like
Hannah, if you want to
Hannah.
do mine, actually. But hello, hi, I am Diana Faye. I am also known as Diana of the Rose across the internet. I'm a YouTube partner, Twitch partner, and member of the Latin Guild, Pride Guild, and Women's Guild. I am primarily a TikToker, also an Instagram person, so wherever you get your short form, I am there. I'm also a model, one of 2 podcast hosts for the Worlds Apart podcast, which is a improv world building podcast. I'm here doing various one-shots and mini-series, which you can find them all in my link tree, which is linked in chat right now. And I am also a frequent panelist and performer at various conventions. The next one coming up is going to be Too Many Games Con. So this time next week, I will be in Philadelphia, probably calling in remote if the flights work out okay. And if you guys are going to be at Too Many Games, or you have, if you're in the area and want to buy tickets, you can come see me play Faster Purple Worm Kill Kill, which should be a lot of fun. After that, I'll also be at Gen Con, PAX Unplugged, PAX West, PAX Australia, all of the fun ones. So I'll see you guys around.
Hell
hopefully.
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Apollo.
Hi, welcome in. It's good to see you again. My name is Apollo. You can find me on the internet at Tall Nerd Apollo. Go to any social media website. Go to the search bar. Type in 3 words: Tall Nerd Apollo. If my beautiful face doesn't show up, I'm not fucking there. If you want to find me in the physical, real world, you can find me in the nation of Ireland. Just sort of shout my name, look up, you might see me. I'm kind of around the place. I'll be on Twitch sometimes. I'll be, yep.
That's valid.
Yep. We're playing Date Everything. And everyone who follows me has shouted at me to cosplay the Hoover, so I'm gonna do that.
Hell yeah.
That's about it. I have somebody has already offered to give me a Hoover to take parts off of.
Do it.
I'm gonna say yeah.
I'm
Anyway.
gonna see it.
I'm gonna
Incredible.
say, yeah.
Anyways, hello, my name is Madeline, and this is my channel. Make sure that you follow and you can subscribe if you want. It's appreciated but not expected. Also, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube because that's where we post the VODs. And whenever you comment on the VODs, it really helps us out. So please comment, let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, give us kisses. Check out the Patreon, vote for all of these people in the Crit Awards. Dungeons and Demigods has been nominated, Haley's been nominated, one shot that Hannah and Diana was been nominated. Vote for things. Do it. Other than that, yeah, I've been streaming Expedition 33 on here every Thursday. So you get to see me be terrible at the game. It's really fun. For you guys, I'm crying. Other than that, I'm gonna be at the Critical Role show in Melbourne, so if you're there, say hi. Otherwise, I'm gonna be at AvCon and PAX Oz, and those are the two conventions that I'm going to. Other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. We'll raid into someone. Thanks for all of the raids tonight. Shout out to like the 4 people that raided us tonight. That was crazy. Anyways, we will see you next week. Say goodbye, my fiendish friends.
Bye.
Bye, my
Fiendish
fiendish friends.
friends.